as far as like judges, because there's been some fights where like Timothy Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao, where the decision gets announced and everybody just goes, "What?" There's a few of those decisions where people go, "What is the line? What's the betting line? Who's financially tied to this? Who's the promotion?"
I give you a recent one, Lomachenko.
Okay. Yes,
I mean,
Devin Haney.
Yo. Like the answer to that question is who they want to win and move to the next level.
Because that's where they can make the most money. And that's where they have the most control.
Hello.
Yeah.
So this is something that you ain't have to be a Harvard graduate to understand.
Right.
Like, this is like in your face. It's like, so what? Like, I'm taking it to the point that deep. Like I know y'all see, oh, Bernard, you know, this is South of boxing. This is boxing. No. What do you mean this is boxing? You will hear reporters that been around just as long as the promoters, right? Because they can get a free meal at the press conference, or they can get somewhere, they got their little perks, right? And you get a little free credential to wear around your neck, and then sell his soul.
Yeah.
So when you're in that environment that's so tight, when it comes to the community of it, they can smell your fart. You like that, right? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, is that serious? And I'm saying to you know, my small circle, it's like, yo, you telling me that this judge, along with the other two judges, right? It's three ringside, it's three judges, right? Six eyeballs that's watching this fight. Nobody's drooling from the mouth, right? Nobody got an oxygen tank, right? Judging. So we assume that the commission of that state, Vegas, here, there, whatever, LA, whatever, they assign these judges, they screen these judges. Did anybody do a background check to see if anybody's mortgage is late or they car payments are late?
Right.
8-9 months due? Like, we need to understand the qualifications of being a judge, because lives of careers is at stake at that high level, where not only you taking something from that particular fighter, but his family is wrapped up in that too. They don't look at that.
Right.
They don't care. And so when it happens every now and then, and not every 10, 15, 20 years, whether it makes it right or not, this is a consistency. And also, from the previous decades and moments in history, boxing still has that question. Is boxing rigged before it goes down? Is boxing controlled by the underworld or the new underworld or the world of influence or the world of power or the world who they want to make more money off of? It's about who they can make more money off of. And look, I'm not going to say I understand, because if I say I understand, then I feel that I am not going to do nothing about it, then I feel I'm part of the problem. Because a lot of guys and a lot of people in boxing business know when I'm talking is genuine and is straight up the truth, but they would never do what I'm doing right now.
They just accept it.
Or
they just deal with it. They don't talk out
they
against
keep
it.
their mouth
They
shut.
keep their mouth shut.
And not all, but there's some have things to lose. Payday. So, or positions of where they at or what they do. They don't want to lose whatever it is, big or small to you, to them, is their God or next to it. That's how deep that is. I witnessed it. I'm there on the front row. And I'm not having no nonsense. And the thing of not having that is one thing of saying it. Joe, I don't need a job from them to pay my bills. I don't need them to do something for me based on a threat or based of silence you. See, that's the power I was talking about early, not the other power. Some could be great, some can be not great. But the power of do for self and the power of being consistent and got there in spite of the blackballing, the never giving up as you witnessed with the Tito fight. That was the beginning of their demise, who I became today in 2023. And he still can talk and speak. And he haven't forgotten nothing, only if he chose to. That's when I say power.
Yeah. But that's your discipline. That's your drive. And that's so extraordinary that you were able to maintain that at, the Kelly Pavlik fight again. You're 44 in that fight?
44-45, yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
To compete at a world-class level against one of the top guys in the sport who's a knockout artist at 44, 45 and just put on a clinic.
Put on a clinic. That moment there was around the time I became the alien. When you box for over 3 decades,
you were
got
the
3
executioner.
brands.
You had to change it to the alien.
Listen, I understood the time I hung around, and I had to recreate myself. I had to bring something to the press conference. Joe, I know you want to ask the question, but I'm going to let you answer it. Yeah. But I had to come up with something. Why? Why, Joe? Is because what? Every reporter that been covering me, they got tired of covering me eventually. Not based on what I've done and didn't do. I'm making history. They know it. Every time I fight, they remind me every fight I win. But now you just did this, you just did that. Ray Robinson couldn't do it, and you did it. The Tarver fight, jumping up 2 weight classes. Now, the Charlo brothers, right? You see what he tried to make history? Went up to jump 2 weight classes and fight Canelo.